After spending a few too many blings on the Surprise-O-Matic machine, I have learnt the hard way how important blings are in Infinity Nikki. In the beginning of the game, I felt very rich, but as you get deeper, you will soon find that you need lots of them for upgrading and unlocking things. So whether you are in need of upping your balance or whether you just have your eyes set on a particular dress, I'm going to try and help you out today by showing you all the best ways to get your hands on more blings. Don't forget to like and also subscribe for more Infinity Nikki content, but let's get into the video. So we're going to start off with the quickest and easiest way to get more bling. However, I do not recommend using this method all the time, and I will explain why in just a moment. This is of course the realm of Escalation, and you can access these realms by attending a warp spire, and there are different realms here, but the realm of Escalation is the one which allows you to trade resources that you have found out in the world for bling, threads of purity, and also bubbles. In order to use the realm, you must firstly access it, and you will need vital energy. Vital energy is a currency that replenishes over time, and you can see how much you have by just hitting your map button. If you have the vital energy required, you will secondly need some resources to trade for bling. This method will get you lots of blings, there is no denying that, but I do have a word of warning about getting blings this way. I do highly recommend that you spend your vital energy every day so that it does not get wasted. Actually, using your vital energy for bling trading is not necessarily the best use of your vital energy, and I recommend you carefully consider before hitting that escalate button. As you progress, you will unlock different realms, and I found that most of the time using these other realms was more beneficial and a better use of my vital energy, whether that be for insight or for bedrock crystals from fighting the bosses. So I really do recommend that you think carefully about what you're going to need in the future before using this method. So if we aren't collecting blings from the realm of Escalation, how else are we supposed to collect them? Well, first of all, the store does allow you to trade tranquility droplets for blings. Tranquility droplets are earned from pulling duplicate items on the time limited banners. So if you have been doing pulls, it is likely that you have a lot of these waiting to be spent. To trade them for blings, you will need to head to your store page, click the restaurant section, and then head to the Tranquility Droplet tab. Here you can trade 4 Tranquility Droplets for 2,000 blings. You can do this a maximum of 100 times each month, which means that in total you can claim 200,000 blings. Although you won't be able to do this daily, I do think this is a pretty good amount per month. So once you have traded all of your Tranquility Droplets for crystals, I think blings are definitely a good use of your remaining Tranquility Droplets. Kilo the Cadence Spawn will also give you quite a few blings if you trade him Dews of Inspiration. Although everyone's main focus for trading your Dews of Inspiration will likely be for the amazing sketches, it does also award a decent amount of blings, and as you progress through the levels, the amount of blings will also increase. The rewards start at 10,000 blings and the amount increased by 2,000 every few levels. At present, there appears to be about 36 levels, so that is a lot of potential bling. So if you have been ignoring doing this, I highly recommend trading them in now and make sure that you are collecting all of those Dews of Inspiration that you do find out in the world. One of the best ways to get blings unlocks when you reach level 25 in the game, as that will allow you to unlock the Mirror Crown, and these are style contests and you can win some seriously good rewards from them. There are 2 types of contests, the styling contest and the limited time pinnacle contest, which does refresh after a certain amount of time. In the standard contest, you can win 30,000 bling per level that you complete, and in the pinnacle, you can earn either 20,000 or 60,000 depending on the level that you are challenging. When participating in the Mirror Crown, you can also receive a Sparklight, and you can trade these in the Sparklight store for items such as crystals and bling. I would advise that you focus on purchasing the crystals first, but if you have some left over and you are still desperate for bling, there is an option to purchase them here too. Next up, we're going to talk about Expiration, and this is a pretty obvious one, but I do have some tips for this. Obviously, I recommend that you pick up all the blings you see in the world. Every bling that you pick up, you will receive 100 blings, and they are usually clustered together with 3 or more. However, this isn't really a sustainable way to farm them, as the map is very big, and it would take you a very long time to clear it all just for a few blings. There are a couple areas which I do recommend focusing on when trying to find blings, and these include the choo-choo train station. Underneath the train you will find lots here, and it's quite quick to run through and just grab them all. And I also do find the area around the ground wish tree in Floral Wish to be a good area as well. Be sure when you're doing this one to make sure you get on all of the roofs, particularly around the theatre, as there is some nice blings just here waiting to be had. In addition to finding the blings in the world, there are also particular levels that you can access again to get the bling rewards. There are a few out in the world, and you will uncover these as you progress through the main story. However, the ones that will provide you with the most bling are the Well of Fortune and the Dream Warehouse. These can both be found in Floral Wish, and completing these again will earn you around 20,000 blings. But if you wanted to, you could return to any of the others. I think the Well of Fortune is probably one of my favourite ones to do, so I'm quite happy that it does return quite a lot of blings. Defeating the Esslings in the world will also award you with a small amount of bling. For each Essling you defeat, you will be awarded with 100 bling. You might be thinking that isn't a lot, and you're right, it's not, but there are some key areas of the map where there are a lot of spawns. One of my favourite areas is the abandoned camp. They are kind of all scattered about here, but there is some on the bridges, some on the different ruined camp areas as well, so make sure that you kind of clear out the whole of the area and just start from the wart spire and maybe work your way around, and you'll find that you get quite a lot of them. Also behind Floral Wish, near to the Dream Factory, there's quite a few spawns here as well, particularly in the ruins, so pay attention there. But these kind of respawn every day, so it's definitely worthwhile doing this because it is not only giving you the blings, it is also giving you the resource drops as well. So it's a win-win situation. In addition to these, you will also find greedy pouches spread throughout the world, and if you see these, be sure to purify them as they drop lots and lots of bling. If the greedy pouches do see you though, be prepared to chase, as sometimes they will run away from you quite fast, but they are definitely worth it, and you will find lots of them spread throughout the map, and again, these will kind of refresh every day. Another easy way and fun way to earn blings is by replaying the challenges that are available throughout the world. Obviously, if you complete these and get a perfect score on the first time, you will be awarded diamonds and a good amount of bling as well. But after that, you can obtain blings, and some of these challenges are super quick to complete. For example, the dodge and dash took me 9 seconds to complete, and I was awarded 600 blings. So I think that is pretty good. 9 seconds work for 600 blings, who can complain about that? Something that you should be aiming to do every day is your daily wishes. I'm sure lots of you are already doing this by now. These are small little tasks which will award you with resources once you have completed them. These resources include diamonds, the threads of purity, and of course blings. Completing the whole taskbar will award you with 20,000 blings, which isn't too shabby. A lot of quests and side quests will also provide you with some decent amount of blings, so if you've been putting off doing any of them and your bling balance is looking pretty low, it is definitely worth putting in some time and doing some of them. Opening chests throughout the world will also give you blings, however the amount you receive will depend on the type of chest you open. It does appear the lower tier chest gives you 300 and the highest tier will award you 1,000. This is obviously not going to be a way to farm blings, as you can only redeem the chest once, but if you fancy a trip to try and find some chests that you've ignored so far, it will be a nice way to earn some blings as well. The mirror journey is the battle pass system in the game, and you can also earn some blings at certain levels. I feel like this is something you should be working towards anyway, and checking these tasks is definitely worthwhile. If you have purchased a distant anthem with a real life money, you will also notice a significant boost to those items earned. And finally, likewise with your mirror journey, something else that will increase over time and will award you with blings is your mirror level. This starts at about 6,500 when you're on the lower levels, but it does slowly increase, which is nice. So be sure you are collecting all of those rewards for when you hit those new milestones. So there we have it. There are some of the best ways to earn blings in Infinity Nikki. If you have any other tips or tricks, or maybe there's something I've forgotten, please feel free to share in the comments below to help your other fellow players out. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.